And they're going to go with some tempo here. They hand off to Johnson. Johnson's got the first down. Vinny Labus with the tackle. Hand off to Johnson.
Now they're able to get their backups some very valuable game action.
Martinez starting off this drive by swinging it outside to Rahmir Johnson. The freshman, they said he was going to get some action, and he does right there. Nebraska's Barrett Pickering is back home with an injury. Well, the pooch kick paid off big time, and now Rahmir Johnson with a carry. Johnson can't slip through. With a solid gain of 4, but before he's tackled by Sam Aquanu. 4 of his 6 catches have gone for at least 15 yards. Now here's the option play as they pitch it to Rahmir Johnson.
Rahmir Johnson carries.
Rahmir Johnson takes this out to the 43, a gain of 4. Third down coming up. 80 of those have come on his last 4 carries. He's going to defer here to Johnson. Johnson slips through to the 28. This will be win number 5 today, barring an absolute collapse. Handoff, and Johnson, he stayed up. He was swung around by Ely, but stayed on his feet for an extra yard. Martinez with Johnson. Now McCaffrey in motion, but it's going to be Johnson, an easy first down into the red zone to the 19.
Just speaks to the consistency that J.D. Spielman has had at Nebraska.
Option play, Johnson, 10-5. Shoved out just shy.
Oh, what a shot by Jordan Mosley at the end of this. Look at him lower that shoulder. That's a big-time collision. 2 guys running full speed here. Johnson tries to lower it, and Mosley keeps him out.
Had 5 straight runs by Rahmir Johnson. How about a 6th straight? And with that one, he's into the end zone for another Nebraska touchdown.
Yeah, and that's got to be a good feeling for him. Whenever you're a freshman, true freshman, and get time in there, you got to love.
50-yard fumble return for a touchdown. First turnover of the game from either team. And this time, Rahmir Johnson will run it. Crosses the 20. And gets close to the 25. From Rockwall, Texas. And Bell to bring it out of the end zone. Against Nebraska up next, they will be at Penn State. Huge game. Johnson running it back, and he's down before he gets to the 15 with 13 seconds to play. Here's McCaffrey, final play of the game, swings it out wide. Johnson, and that's it. 52-17 the final. 5th-ranked Ohio State defeats Nebraska. Partner, your final thoughts?
Cost Adrian Martinez his starting job, some of the decision making as well, but we saw the inaccuracy from Luke McCaffrey today as well.
In the flat, Johnson brought down inside the 10. 3rd and 2. Johnson. That's a first down. McCaffrey swings that one out. Rahmir Johnson.
But work through your progression and hit a check down if you have to.
Here's Rahmir Johnson. Cuts back.
They find a way to get the ball in a variety of ways.
15-yard pickup. This one, Scott. Robinson in motion. Johnson breaks through, dives for the touchdown.
And he broke the plane before that ball came out. And the player's down.
Yeah, it's good. It should be good. That looks good to me, Rob.
No, it looks good to me. And I think again, you look at that left knee, and the ball is crossing the plane of the goal line. And once the ball crosses the plane of the goal line, it's a touchdown. It doesn't matter if the ball comes out.
Johnson. He got the first down.
Martinez hands to Rahmir Johnson. So we saw him with a catch. First carry of the game for the redshirt freshman from New Jersey. Nebraska starting inside the 5-yard line after the great Corsack punt. Adrian Martinez, quick hitter, Rahmir Johnson. Johnson back home. He is from New Jersey.
Johnson dives ahead. He got 7. Tony Adams the tackle.
Coming up on Tuesday. Another running play here on second down.
But he had time there to be able to make that.
Rahmir Johnson, he got into the game last week against Illinois and runs the ball here for a first down on 4th and 2. He runs a sub-11-second 100 meters. There's a lot of big runs against the defense in practice, and now he's getting game reps. And going there, here's Rahmir Johnson with a run. Bounce it off to the left side for a first down.
And here is Johnson. Great run. Redshirt freshman from Oradell, New Jersey.
Nice job just inside zone. They were a little bit worried about this talking to these Michigan State coaches. Now 3rd and a bunch.
It's a run for Johnson. Martinez, option flip. As Johnson lowers the shoulder and picks up about 2. Now Johnson tries the left side. Has a bit of a lane across the 35. Martinez runs right. Option flip. Johnson. Johnson inside the 20. First down. Nebraska. Johnson a gain of 18.
Perfect check here by Matt Lubick and company. They get that time. It's McGee in option situation.
On 3rd and 3. Johnson. First down across the 30. Had a big day. Night game tonight.
Yeah, there might have been some contributors to that kick.
It's a handoff to Johnson. He's popped a couple of times, but carries it across the 40-yard line to the 39. Picked up 4.
6 to go.
Johnson slips away once. Johnson, right side, lowers the helmet.
And the ball was where it had to be. Nicely done by Martinez.
Here's Johnson. With Western showing pressure, Martinez goes option. And a late flip. Johnson spins and is down.
Defense is watching offense, standing up, you name it.
Here's Johnson. Spin forward down near the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, it's Johnson. Johnson powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Really well done on that left side. This offensive line, everybody on somebody. Really well done right there. Well done on the outside.
17-yard run for Martinez. Here's Rahmir Johnson. Nearly kept his feet, then lost the footing shy of the 35.
Northwestern defense a little bit on his heels right now.
Gain of 8. It's Johnson all season long. Not yet tonight. On 3rd and 10, again time dumps it off Johnson. And he's shouldered out.
Able to connect.
2nd and 3. Big hole up the middle for Johnson.
Northwestern rarely makes mistakes in their front. That's the second time I've seen that. But on the other side, credit the offensive line. They're moving people.
It's in goal. Johnson. 2-touchdown night. Huskers add on.
Watch him come across in motion. There's one guy who's going to show right here. Boom. There's the block. There's the set.
We see C.J. Stroud of Ohio State more total yards per game in the Big Ten than Martinez. They set up a screen. And a lot of running room for the running back, Rahmir Johnson, untouched along the sideline into Wolverine territory and down at the 39-yard line. Run down by Nakai Hill-Green, a linebacker. 2nd and 6.
Well, they fake the run. They always have the threat of the option. Again, Michigan getting out of there in zone defense. That's the perfect defense you want.
43 yards. These are two teams among the national leaders in big play offense. Rahmir Johnson, and they put Nuri Willie in at the left guard. And that combination did a great job against Northwestern. Rahmir Johnson, they want a face mask call on the Nebraska sideline. They aren't going to get it. Aiden Hutchinson there.
It's like Nebraska and Michigan. Classics.
Rahmir Johnson again. It's running back by committee for the Cornhuskers this season.
Well, Iowa was 7 takeaways, and then it was Ohio State's offense today, so they got a little taste of both.
Rahmir Johnson. What will be the last play of the half. So after 35 points in the first half here last Saturday night against Northwestern, they got stopped at the Michigan 3-yard line when they went for it on 4th down and 2. Decided not to kick the short field goal. On target, Rahmir Johnson, nice hands catch, and it looks like he has a first down. The BCS national title game in 2001. And he has stayed here for the game, the rest of the game, as you might expect. Rahmir Johnson quickly through a hole on the left side, taken down by off the play fake. Martinez, the wheel route. Johnson, to whom they faked it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
The guy who's going to get fooled right here is Nakai Hill-Green. As this play develops, you're going to see the quarterback is going to roll out this way. The running back is going to go this way. And Nakai Hill-Green, who's got coverage responsibility, gets kind of lost. His eyes in the wrong place. He's late getting out. It's a beautifully executed play on the outside route after the fake. The quarterback rolls away. It's a design throwback. They got the coverage they wanted. Martinez put the ball on him for the touchdown. A beautiful touch throw by Martinez, and that's not that easy.
They thought Michigan was much better than it showed last year when they went 2-4. They want to win a conference championship. Here's Rahmir Johnson. Rahmir Johnson weaving inside the 25-yard line with a response.
Great double team by the center and the right guard. Got good push on the right side of the line.
Dependable receiver. Martinez faked as if he was going to run the option again. Gave it to Johnson.
Tight end. That's a good choice. Martinez runs the option. Rahmir Johnson down the sideline. And finally brought down inside the 30-yard line. Nebraska going with more tempo. Johnson, this time up the middle. And he's met at the 25. And you're talking about it, top shelf to Austin Allen, who's the slot receiver to this top side. Martinez gives it to Johnson. He cuts it back. Touchdown, Nebraska. Spread it out with your tight end set. So personnel-wise, it looks like a run set. But then you spread it out so the defense gets thinned out a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're running right down. Absolutely, especially with 1:45 until the half, because you know Minnesota gets the football to start the second half. Check down to Johnson. He gets a first down. And finds the big tight end out in the flat. 30-yard pickup. Here comes the option. Rahmir Johnson gets the outside. Johnson pushed out of bounds at the 2. Option outside, and Martinez does a really nice job of attacking the inside shoulder of that and cause that movement, quite frankly. But it's Johnson who capitalizes with another touchdown run. Nebraska defensively on successive plays, and this time Nebraska is able to get it done. 6 minutes left here in the third. Here's Johnson again, breaks it open in the open field. Johnson inside the 10 and brought down at the 6 by Jordan Howden. Johnson was 5th on the depth chart coming into training camp, and Scott Frost told us that he was trying to get the young man to understand that we need full throttle.
Handoff on first down. Rahmir Johnson starting to develop a hot hand. Scoots ahead to the 25, and the stop by Jenkins after a gain of 7.
Defender Mackey fell down, and an important conversion early in this one.
Johnson powers his way straight ahead. How this season concludes to determine whether or not he comes back for another year. Johnson! First down, Nebraska. 1 touch for Nebraska so far, and 1 touchdown. A nice drive in the first quarter. Johnson straight ahead, twists and turns his way short of the 25.
Pressure late on Martinez.
So after a gain of 18, Nebraska into Purdue territory. Got off to a slow start offensively on both sides outside of that early scoring drive by the Huskers. Different story the last couple of minutes. Rahmir Johnson spins his way inside the 30.
In deep middle, he stuck with it, had to move a little bit, and threw a beautiful pass.
Officially gain of 5 on the option. Johnson to the edge.
And then welcome back Horvath in that first half of football.
Rahmir Johnson bolts straight ahead for a nice gain on first down. On second down, Martinez. Johnson towards the end zone for the touchdown, and don't go anywhere just yet.
Certainly should elect to go for 2, and it appears that that's what Scott Frost is going to do. But you know, the result of this play is a touchdown, but the decision by Martinez to go where you're supposed to go.
Second down and 7 at the 30-yard line. And it's Johnson again. He'll plow forward, picking up positive yards. Not at all. First down, though. And they'll run it. Johnson looking for a hole and has one. He'll pick up 6, maybe 7 yards on the play for a first down. First down at the 45. Now they run it with Rahmir Johnson and have room.
And try to throw the ball down the field.
7-yard gain on 2nd and 3. First down, Johnson. Rahmir Johnson gets to the 40. Second down and 10 at the 41. Martinez sets up the screen on the backside. He's got Rahmir Johnson, and Johnson dives forward.
They always had guys from Florida, Texas, and California. When you look at players from Texas, even just in 2011, they had 20 of them, Gus. Now, as they have lost that connection with the Big 12.
First down at the 29. Martinez hands it off. Johnson with room, slashing. And you can feel the momentum shifting.
And let me just say this, as a linebacker running lateral, it's hard.
Big run here for Rahmir Johnson. His first carry, productive one. Nebraska has timeouts.
Johnson goes wide. He catches the screen and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
Fight. They get that throwing the money.
On the run, this is Rahmir Johnson.
Really unlocks the entire field for them, and they are missing him desperately.
They run a little draw play. Johnson, preseason first-team All-American. What a matchup between he and Palmer. A hole there for Rahmir Johnson. Johnson to the 4 with a 1st and goal. And then Iowa ended up winning 28-21. Rahmir Johnson. He's given him a couple of nice runs off the bench today.
I don't see why not. Iowa has not proved that they can stop the downfield passing attack.
They lost 5 seconds there because the clock started on the ready. And now you can't do anything. He tried to rush down and take a timeout. We'll see if they put a second back on the clock. Rahmir Johnson staying on his feet, keeping those legs churning. Johnson again. He's gotten quite a few carries today. That's his 7th, and he's up at 43 yards after that pickup of 4.
That's an obvious one. And then 2, we're going right back to you. And he's going to try to instill that confidence back in his quarterback, who in large part was the reason they were in that position anyways.
Rahmir Johnson with running room. Hits the sideline with a burst, gets it midfield, inside Minnesota territory, down inside the 35. Make that 3rd down and 4 now at the 38. Here's Sims, delivers, and a first down.
What's the thing, 4-way, 5 ways?
Have 5 ways.
There you go. Load them up.
Johnson on the return from his goal line. And a big return last week. It's outside the 15-yard line. This is what led to the turnover.
On first down, it's an opening run, and it's a gas. Rahmir Johnson in a very crowded running back room. Rahmir Johnson, the tailback. He finds a gap straight up the middle to the 39. On first down, Johnson again with the gap, and again the pursuit is strong. Dorian Hopkins that time. Well, let's see on the handoff here, Heinrich Harburg. They want the first down, they will run it, and Rahmir Johnson does have that.
Change on any down or distance.
Going pressure from the corner again. Rahmir Johnson twirling through the Miners. Johnson struggling across the 40-yard line.
And just you can get started, you get a little bit concerned about this UTEP defense, Jason, because that was a tackle they were making earlier. Right, a couple times when they just were able to put Nebraska in a little bit of a bind, they got people to the football.
5 out of 5, but a conservative 12 yards. They bring 4. Raiola, plenty of time and more. Steps up, little fling out to the far sideline, and a completion and a gang tackle there by the Buffaloes. 2nd down 10, Rahmir Johnson is tailback. He tries it up the middle, more space inside, breaks the tackle down to the 32-yard line. That's their D coordinator. First down line is brought to you by TikTok. They hand it off once again, a skip there, and almost a burst into the 2nd level out to the 40-yard line. DJ McKinney with the tackle. Matt Rule says he's not going to be conservative with his 19-year-old quarterback, and here they go. Sets up the screen, the back Rahmir Johnson. A little bit of space out to the 35. Cole pointed out no timeouts. Raiola, here comes a safety blitz, gets rid of it. Almost intercepted, then caught, and a touchdown Rahmir Johnson. Wow!
It's a good day. You're going to get Rahmir Johnson running a little option route, and Levante Bentley is in great position. Ball goes right through his hands. Unlucky break for the Colorado Buffaloes. And great job by Rahmir Johnson just staying with it. Scoring a big touchdown right before the half. And another nice drive.
Despite it being down 28-0. 3rd down. Here comes a safety blitz. Raiola evades. Gets rid of it. Rahmir Johnson, he had the touchdown catch earlier. But people get pretty nervous, so there was a real spotlight on him tonight. He has 13 carries. Swing it out of the backfield. A nice catch there by Johnson. That touchdown catch earlier in this game. Sprints out along past the 20-yard line. Picks up 13. Cornhusker first down. We're going to see if you can cover our running backs. And he now has 6 receptions already. Good hole there as they burst through up to the 28-yard line. 2nd down 4, right back up the middle. And they get close to a first down. About a half-yard short, gain of 4.
As you saw, MJ Sherman was right there with Robinson on that screen deflection. They've been coaching up efforts, studying it. They feel like they've pointed out a few guys in the NFL that have made a living with that effort, like Khalil Mack. 12 of his 17 sacks last year were effort-based, so they're coaching that into these players on the defensive side of the ball.
Huge missed opportunity. And now, Yogi, this is where Nebraska's made hay in the first 2 weeks, in the 2-minute offense. Rahmir Johnson weaving his way up the sideline near midfield.
Rahmir Johnson is the setback. Quick pitch to him. And he'll cut it back up. Pick up about 4 on the play. On first down. Look at that poise back there. Checks it down to Johnson again. Plenty of time, and again, he waits for the check down to Johnson. Rahmir has it to the 5, and it's first and goal. You're keeping up. 2nd and 10. Rahmir Johnson. Inside the 40 to the 39 for a gain of 9.
Number 28, Dylan Rosiak's doing his job, right? He's doing everything he can, and he's just not enough.
Johnson. Rahmir tries to go far and gets ahead for 4.
Caroline, thank you. You could tell from Coach Rowland on down that there was no shot to the confidence of this group as they make the road trip here to Purdue. Nice cut, nice handoff to Rahmir Johnson.
Tough to turn down passes when you have a talent like Dylan Raiola throwing the football.
Raiola on the roll, looking for Rahmir Johnson, and Rahmir with the football down the sideline. He will roll until his freshman year of high school, so not until 9th grade. And his quarterback coach, his offensive coach, was John Kitten.
Oh, wow.
NFL experience right off the rip. This is Emmett Johnson, and Johnson with a couple of cuts. Woo! And then a flag comes out.
And yet another sellout. At one of the best environments in college football, off and running here in Lincoln, and a short kickoff. So get him out to the 25-yard line, Rahmir Johnson.
But the guy is tough as nails, fearless going across the middle.
So after the gain of 28, a couple of fake handoffs, and this complete underneath to Johnson, who rumbles inside the 20, still on his feet, inside the 10. Rahmir Johnson, the 6th-year senior, a gain of 35.
Well, clearly Johnson heard me say that nobody's really emerged out of that running back spot. It's so great. You know, you got your off. He's been a road grader on these last 3 plays. Tremendous job on all 3.
Nice move by Rahmir Johnson. He racked up 176 receiving yards the last 2 weeks. Here's a nice cut upfield from Rahmir Johnson. Stop cut across the 15.
I get to call his name again. Number 59, the right guard, Henry Lutowski, the road grader, coming out and getting the big block on Eric Rogers. You know, that's one of those ones, those cornerbacks hate.
Unless it's chip shot territory, we expect Nebraska to go for it. The kicking operation has been that bad. They will pick up the first down here, though.
Lined up and get that next play going.
See if Raiola takes a shot here. Scanning, throwing this way, and tackled out of bounds is Johnson.
Rahmir Johnson standing next to Raiola. They'll give it to him, running right, and he'll pick up a first. 2nd down and 10 at the 35. Raiola looking, under pressure. Completes it at the 40-yard line, a 5-yard gain. Raiola winding up over the middle, and it's caught. That's Rahmir Johnson out of the backfield.
But that's certainly one of the things that he does well.
He's 19. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Raiola again underneath.
And it's Johnson stumbling forward. 30 seconds remaining in the half. And then they'll hand it off to Rahmir Johnson.
Most impressive drive of the day.
Raiola is going to hand it off to Rahmir Johnson, who bursts forward and picks up about 4 yards. So much talk about Ohio State last week.
On that experience, and okay, next play, next snap, let's run the ball again.
Johnson, a big run, and that's a first down.
Hand off and around left side to the 14-yard line. That's Rahmir Johnson in a 2-game stretch in his career. This is Rahmir Johnson. He cuts it back up the middle. Falls forward out to the 33-yard line. Leans on the ground game here. Back up the middle for Rahmir Johnson. Turns, gives, full head of steam. 10, 5, run out of bounds. And you can lean on Emmett Johnson. Heinrich Harburg in the game. The backup lets it go down the middle. Ja'Cory Barney. Incomplete. Heinrich Harburg snuck in the game. Normally runs the ball.
In just his 13th start.
puts it on the ground to Rahmir Johnson, sixth-year senior from 10 minutes from here in Harlem. Lost Arnold and McGowan at linebacker. Rahmir Johnson spins away and goes down inside the 5. Back home to watch him close out his career. So he gets it, and Johnson is in. The Huskers strike first in a homecoming for Rahmir Johnson. Closes it down with 6.
And he's got to thank his center. He's got to thank the center, Ben Scott. Watch the block by the center. He just gets in there. He gets 2 for 1. He gets 1 down and just keeps pushing and pushing.
He opted out of the bowl game for Nebraska. Rahmir Johnson staying patient. Johnson barrels inside the 5.
Watch number 10 coming. He's flying across, but watch this block that he seals that edge and able to give Johnson the room that's needed. That's a backup quarterback turn tight end, Mike. That's a nice block, creating the big play from Rahmir Johnson.
Second down. Rahmir Johnson out of the backfield. Absorbed the big hit, and he's got enough. So it ends up being plus 22 yards for the Huskers. And Rahmir Johnson crashes up the middle. Raiola under center. It's a handoff. Rahmir Johnson's got a first down. A physical, possibly game-ending run from Johnson. Talking. Rahmir Johnson's trying to end it for the Huskers.